Avengers! Assemble. Welcome back to the channel. It's the Preventers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. We got an interesting video for you guys today. I'm sorry, I'm moving the mic around a little bit, but today we're back with Marvel Future Fight. We got an interesting video for you guys. We got the 8-year anniversary development team letter of appreciation. So yes, every year they send us this letter through the forums. When you log into the game, you'll instantly pretty much take you to the link. You could read through this, or you can watch the video, and I can break it down for you. But you do get rewards if you at least look at the link. You get a 4-star artifact chest. I got Mr. Sinister. Sorry, at Daily Marvel Future Fight. I know you've been wanting that one. And you get, along with some Odin's Blessing chest and a couple other rewards. So make sure you log in to definitely check it out. But we're here to break it down and tell you guys everything you need to know. So basically, if you're new here, first of all, we post daily, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel, guys. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to hit the Star Creator Club, so help us get to that 1,000 subscriber goal that we need to get in. But anyways, if you haven't seen one of these before, basically every year they send us a letter telling us what to kind of expect this year, what they want to improve, and basically all that there is to come as far as an overview and a sort of thank you to us players. So let's get straight into this. Greetings, agents. This is the Marvel Future Fight development team. We would first like to thank our agents who have stuck with us for all of these years, making it possible to create the 8-year anniversary of Marvel Future Fight. So yes, the 8-year anniversary is basically upon us. Happy birthday to MFF. We're only about 9 days away, really, from the actual anniversary. So yeah, that's awesome. I've played for 6 of those 8 years, so I've definitely been along this journey, and it's been pretty good, guys. And it looks like this next year is going to be very interesting, and they have a lot of potential to make it a great year compared to this past one. This past one wasn't bad, but things are looking very interesting. So let's get straight into it. To celebrate the 8 years, the 8-year homecoming party will begin on 4/25. So that's probably when the all uniform sale will come out for 50% off of all uniforms and all the other type of events. Unequip CTPs, unequip Odin's Blessings, all that stuff, unequip P cards or cards in general. So make sure to be ready for that because it is coming soon. We look forward to seeing your interest, and we'll do our best for our agents to continue enjoying Marvel Future Fight. We're always striving to improve the game by adding new content and making the game more convenient so that both new and former agents can enjoy more the game. Through this 8-year letter of appreciation, we'd like to introduce the updates we are now preparing. So this doesn't mean that this is all coming out in the next update, in the Guardians update. This means throughout the year, at some point, we will get these, and they're already basically in the final stages of this. So we could get this sooner, we could get it later, depending on when they want to drop it. Basically, this is all in the works. And first of all, straight out the bat, we got a brand new PvP game mode. So let's get straight into it. Currently, there are various PvP content modes in game, and we know many of our agents are concerned with timeline battle and alliance conquest, which is very true. Timeline battle is a great resource for crystals, but not a lot of people manually play it. And alliance conquest, frankly, there's a lot of people who just don't play it at all because the rewards are terrible. But the game mode is more fun, in my opinion, than timeline. So they're both kind of missing one half of the other. So what are they going to do? They're going to prepare a new battle content which combines the good points of both contents and lets our agents appreciate or participate with various heroes with fewer limits than the other contents. So they're basically combining the good stuff from Alliance Conquest and Timeline. So I would assume that that's basically the same fighting format as Alliance Conquest, and then the rewards crystals from Timeline. But it doesn't sound like they're removing Timeline and Alliance Conquest, not like when they combined Squad Battle and ABL, or got rid of Squad Battle and turned it to ABL. Sorry, they didn't combine them. So it sounds like they're here to stay, but we're just getting a brand new game mode that kind of combines both elements of it, as far as good rewards and fun to play. So we'll have to wait and see. And they also says that there would be fewer limits than the other contents. So I didn't know if they meant character limits or reward limits. I wasn't really sure or accessibility limits. So like timeline, you can only play 10 times, but then you have to refresh to be able to play more. So I don't know if that's what they mean, or if they mean character restrictions or reward restrictions. I'm not sure. You know, like there's a certain amount of rewards you can get. I'm not sure what they meant there. It's a little vague, but I guess we'll find out when it comes out. In this content, the heroes will battle automatically. So we're getting another autoplay game mode. That's the only thing that I don't like about this. A lot of players are just basically logging in to play World Boss Legend and GBR. And the thing is there are other game modes that you can manually play, like ABX, ABL, Timeline Battle, and then, of course, Story Mode and Rift. But why would you manually play those? But, like, a lot of people just autoplay ABX, ABL, Timeline. They don't really care, and they only log in to play World Boss Legend and Timeline and autoplay the rest. So getting another autoplay kind of seems annoying. Like, I feel like it should be just manually play to keep players more engaged. But who knows? Maybe it'll bring in more hours as well, because now you have another game mode to autoplay. We'll see. It'll be interesting if it costs energy to play, which I'm assuming it might, because it's a PvP. We'll have to wait and see. But if it does, my energy is going to be very low after playing 3 Rifts and a new game mode. So the other thing that they go on to say is that agents can use various tactics, such as the position of the heroes and buff items. So I'm not sure exactly what they mean by the buff items. Maybe kind of like the ABL, where you pick up the Odin orbs and you get more points. And then as far as positioning, I'm thinking like the game mode that they did with Jean, where like, not the game mode, but it's like a little mini game. We have to dodge all her attacks. I'm thinking something like that maybe. But it's interesting that it's autoplay and they would be involving those two things. It just kind of seems a little off. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm probably going to be manually playing it for a little while and playing it nonstop until I get bored. Also, the new content will be held in seasons. That's very interesting, because a lot of games now go to seasons, and it makes things interesting. So I hope they follow through with that and they make it well. And new tactics may be added or adjusted by each season. So if they see something's wrong and the rewards are lacking, or the game mode's just not fun, every season they could kind of update it. Basically, they could drop a patch, mid-month patch, and change whatever they need to. So that's really good. We're looking forward to the various team builds our agents will come up with. So yeah, it does look like we'll be using our full rosters, which is fun. I love that, like especially with Alliance Conquest, where I get to really see how good of a roster I have, and see what I have to work with and what I need to upgrade. You know, it definitely makes you take a look at your roster. Lastly, we'd like to reveal the stage where the new battle will be held. So we don't have a name for the actual game mode, but we did get the arena called the Starlight Arena, and it looks a lot like kind of TVA, like with the symbols in the circle, then very Asgardian with the pillars and whatnot. And it looks beautiful. I'm glad that we got a brand new arena and it's not copy and paste from anything, because when ABL changed to squad battle, it was basically the same exact arena, same exact villain for squad battle. And then once we got Jean Grey, it was basically the same arena as Danger Room. Just the attacks were different, obviously, and it was Jean instead. So yeah, that was the only differences there. But now we got an actual brand new arena, so that's going to be really fun to play in. Next up, we have the new growth system. So if you don't know what a growth system is, it's basically a certain like objects in the game that can help upgrade all your characters. So for example, cards, premium cards, regular cards, they all give you stats and pierce that help your characters out. So that is what a growth system is. The only other example that we have is the Shield Archives, when you can get the crit rate, instinct, and whatnot that really benefits tier 4s. That's the only other version that we have. So we have a really strong one in cards, and then the instinct, which helps, but it's not as big as pierce and whatnot, and all basic attacks. So it would be interesting to see how strong this new growth system is, because if it's just as big as cards, we might be looking at a whole new ball game. Who knows? There's a lot of potential there. It could be in between them too. It's very valuable, more than Shield Archive, but not more than cards. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, but that's going to be pretty exciting. We're preparing a new growth system with effects that apply to all heroes, like I just said. The new growth system will help our agents grow faster and enjoy the various content of this game. The new growth system can be acquired and upgraded through the new PvP content. So this new game mode is how you'll acquire whatever this growth system is once they release more information on that. So that's going to be very interesting. Then something that I wasn't expecting to see necessarily, but they did address it, is new hero releases. Marvel Future Fight has introduced 254 superheroes and supervillains throughout the 8 years to our agents, which is the most characters by any Marvel game, by the way. However, there are still many superheroes and supervillains in the Marvel Universe, and we emphasize with agents who are looking forward to meet them in game. Unfortunately, we were unable to release many heroes last year, which is very true. We barely got like Echo, Cassie, Toxin, and a couple other characters I can't think of right now, but it was like between 5 and 3 characters. So it is nice to see that they're admitting that they weren't able to deliver last year. But we are doing our best to release more powerful and cool heroes that our agents love this year. So addressing that, I would assume that we're going to get at least more than 5 or 3 between that range. I don't know how many exactly it was, but I think it is safe to assume that we'll get more brand new characters this year than we did this previous year. Please stay tuned to meet the new heroes that will be joining Marvel Future Fight. And then the big thing that a lot of people have been talking about is other content improvements. They snuck this in right at the end, and it is we're preparing a stronger world boss where our agents can use the various tier 4 heroes that they have upgraded with great effort. Emphasize on that because I barely have 5 of them. And I know a lot of you guys are still getting your first, your second, your third, and some have more, but it is definitely a pain, especially if you're free to play and you're not paying for those tier 4 packs. It has been a long grind. So hopefully this world boss is going to give us some more of those materials. But let's continue on here. We're also preparing improvements for our agents to enjoy older content better, like the event world boss that has been changed recently. So we could see some changes to other game modes or small things like that that will make the game more interesting and give us better rewards and whatnot. We'll have to wait and see. I think Shadowlands the only other thing that I would say would be nice to see a rework for, but who knows? I feel like they would have mentioned it, but maybe not. Maybe they're sneaking it in at the end of the year. We'll have to wait and see. And then just as we will continue to make various improvements for the convenience of our agents. And before I get to the ending here, I wanted to circle back to the world boss. So initially reading this, I thought it meant that only tier 4 characters are available in this brand new world boss. So obviously they're alluding to Kang. With the whole Jonathan Majors things that are going on right now, I don't know if they're going to follow through with releasing Kang. They might switch it up. I'm not sure exactly. But it does look like we'll get a new world boss, and I'm assuming a new world boss legend. They don't say specifically. I don't see us moving away from world boss legend just yet. But I think in the future we could see another tier coming out soon, because we obviously have world boss normal, world boss ultimate, and then world boss legend. I could definitely see a 4th tier coming out very soon, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, initially reading it, I thought it was only tier 4 characters. But it just says can use the various tier 4 heroes. But the thing is we already can use them in World Boss Legend. So I don't know exactly what they meant there either. It's very vague. But if it is only tier 4 characters, then basically you're going to need 15 tier 4s to get 5 runs done. So yeah, let that sink in a little bit. I'm at 5, so one more and I can do 2 runs. But honestly, if we got more tier 4 materials from that, I wouldn't mind that. You know, that's how it started off with World Boss Legend when tier 3s were coming out. Not everyone could get all 5 runs done at first, and then eventually people built up their rosters, played World Boss Legend, and then had to play the World Boss Ultimate, and then they were able to get their account fully stacked up like that. So, you know, I would not mind maybe later down the line, though, maybe at the 1 year of tier 4s in June, maybe it's a good idea. Who knows? Might be a lot of you that disagree with that. But either way, I hope that this world boss is fun, number 1. And number 2, I hope we get some more tier 4 materials. It's about time. Like I said, in June is the 1 year. I think it's time, guys. It's been a while. I've already said this multiple times, though, so I'm not going to get into that. And then just the ending here. You also get the Odin's Blessing chest, the 4-star artifact, and 1 platinum gift chest. So make sure to go check that out. If it doesn't automatically pop in when you log in game, go to your inbox and go all the way to the dev tab. And then you can scroll until you find it, and you'll be able to acquire these rewards. And like I said, I ended up getting the Mr. Sinister artifact. And these are available up to the 27th, so make sure you go and get that. And so the only ending they say here is, we will always prepare various updates and events so that our agents can enjoy their journey better with the various heroes of the Marvel Universe. Lastly, we'd like to send a special reward to our agents with our gratitude. Please receive the reward through a separate pop-up screen. Please stay tuned with Marvel Future Fight and celebrate with us. So yes, that is the end of the developer note. And I'd like to point out that the like to dislike ratio went crazy on this post. I haven't seen 1,000 likes on a post in a minute. But yeah, we hit 1,500 and only 57 angry wit. So yeah, people are loving this a lot more than any other post that we've basically had this whole year. So yeah, these are always very special. because it's nice to see them telling us what's to come, apologizing for what they did wrong, and for them to thank us for playing, because it shows that they're still there. You know, even though sometimes it feels like these updates are on autopilot, they're definitely still there. But that'll do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you're as excited as I am for all these changes. Remember, this isn't just it. There are other changes that we'll eventually learn about. Who knows if they deliver on all of them? Because like I said, or I didn't say this, but I should have said, last year's they did say that as the World Boss Legends increased, we'd see better rewards. That necessarily wasn't shown all the way through. I feel like they need to take another step with that. So who knows how much they fulfill their promises. Hopefully they get all this done, though, and more, of course, and I'm here for it. So yeah, that'll do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.